Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. Well, what a difference a day makes. 24 hours ago, the prospects for Lucas Browne landing a big fight in the UK appeared to be 50-50, and if one could be made, it looked more likely the opponent would be Derek Chisora. That was certainly Browne's favourite target, and for more on this and Browne's road back from a horror 2016, check out my video that I did, Lucas Browne looking for a fight. I'll put a link up at the end of this video. So in the past day though, what has changed? Well, Dillian Whyte, the body snatcher, he has asserted himself as the front runner with an in-your-face campaign on Twitter. And we've also seen Eddie Hearn doubling down about having sent an offer to Browne and his team. So this is a winding tale. So we're going to have to break it down so we know who said what and where we really are, because there's a lot happening. And because with these things there always seems to be a bit of a twist, guess now which heavyweight is feeling left out in the cold and is now calling out Whyte for a fight. Strap in, let's go. So as I reported yesterday, and this is context for the new stuff we're about to get to, Lucas Browne has been campaigning on Twitter in recent days and weeks for a fight. Specifically, he has told Eddie Hearn on Twitter he's willing and ready to face Dillian Whyte or Derek Chisora. So he wants to get on the Matchroom promoter's upcoming Anthony Joshua Kubrat Pulev fight card. So Browne did actually tell a fan, seeing on screen, he'd received no offer from Eddie Hearn. But Hearn tweeted he had in fact sent an offer for a fight, but no detail for us about whether that was for Whyte or Chisora. And that's relevant, as Browne had told a fan on Twitter Chisora was his preferred target. See this on screen. But anyway, Big Daddy shoots back at Hearn, denying he'd been sent a thing. He hadn't received anything. His promoter, Hatton Promotions, it also followed up with a tweet of its own saying the same thing. Hadn't had anything come through to it. So that was Act 1, Scene 1. And where we left things. So unresolved, a bit of he said, she said, back and forth, etc. So bring on Act 1, Scene 2. So a new player enters the stage in the form of Dillian Whyte. Clearly, he wants to be the protagonist in the Twitter production that's now unfolding before our eyes. The body snatcher has delivered a blunt message to his boss, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Promotions, and he's trying to position himself, not Chisora, as the prize for a willing Lucas Browne. So see this on screen here. In another tweet, he also tries to mark his territory as the big dog and above them all in the broader situation in the heavyweight division, where barely any big fights are being made. He's saying he's willing to make them, and he's not part of the problem. He's part of the solution. As you can see, Eddie Hearn with another tweet has reiterated, like he did yesterday, he has sent Browne an offer. But now he's also sent it to Hatton Promotions, which represents Browne. But you can clearly see in this tweet exchange, the Australian heavyweight is sticking to his guns that nothing ever came to him. But it's not quite over yet. So the body snatcher, well, he takes it a step further and hits up Browne directly with a slightly nonsensical tweet, which you can see here on screen. But you get the gist of it. He says he is willing to fight him. But not to be left out of the soap opera-styled plot on Twitter, contender Jarrell Miller pops up and inserts himself and calls out Whyte. So that is Act 1, Scene 2 played out. Phew, I mean, there was a lot going on there. I imagine the next part of the story, we're probably going to see Chisora in some way, shape or form popping up. But who knows? It's all quite a lot to take in, and there's been a lot happening in the past 24-36 hours. I'm not really sure I've actually seen something quite like this. We're effectively seeing a power play of sorts from Whyte to get Hearn to get that fight made. And given what's been going on, I think we'll all be a bit disappointed if a fight isn't made now. And I traversed this bit last night. A Lucas Browne, Dillian Whyte fight, that is a legitimate dust-up a lot of us will want to see. Like I said at the time, I'd favour Browne slightly in it, but in reality, this is a close fight. Well, and it probably could go either way, but I would have Browne as a slight favourite. Who would you be rolling with? We had a lot of exchange in the previous video about this, and a lot of people were, sort of saying it's going to be a really good fight, and no one was saying it was going to be a one-sided affair. And I think that's what tells us this will be a good fight. So looking to hear your thoughts, what do you think is going to happen? Where are we heading next with all this? Where does this thing go? And what is the next plot twist? I guess there are probably a few among us who've mulled over the possibility, is this part of some sort of build-up? The build-up's already begun and we're now being sucked into it, and that the fight has already been made behind the scenes, and that Hearn and co are looking to drum up some interest in the fight. If that were the case, and that's quite an elaborate ruse, I really like it. I like it a lot. This whole saga, it's been played out on social media, and that in itself has been entertaining and very fun to talk about. These sorts of videos have been very fun to do. Let me know what you think of this whole situation and what is Act 1, Scene 3. Where are we heading? So I'm going to end this video with a clip that Lucas Browne has posted on his Instagram and other social media. Have a listen in at about the 27-second mark to see what he makes of, or what he says about Dillian Whyte. There's certainly no love lost there between the two, judging by what he says. So he is in the gym, he's getting ready, he's staying ready, and he wants that work. So I'm really sort of excited that something is going to be happening, because the broader heavyweight scene at the moment, there is not a lot doing outside of what we've got. Joseph Parker and Hughie Fury, we've got Kubrat Pulev, Anthony Joshua. But where are the other decent fights that are being made? In the sort of top 15 range, there's not a lot happening right now. Anyway, here is the clip from Lucas Browne. Let me know what you think about that, the broader Twitter spat that's been going on here, and who would win in a fight between the two. Follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. Hit like, subscribe. I'm out.
How we doing, boys and girls? Good times ahead. Got a few fights that are looking to be made. Nothing confirmed, so I can't confirm anything yet, but a few fights to be made. Working out hard, doing all my footwork drills, bag drills, all that sort of shit. Just keeping ready, waiting, and I cannot wait until getting back into the ring. Whether it's someone here in Australia, whether it's the big mouth fuckwit Dillian Whyte, either way it's going to be a good fight. Here I'm doing my treadmill, got the bands on the legs, uphill walk on the treadmill at the end of the session. So I've done all my session already. This is just the last bit, just to sweat it out, see how much I weigh. We'll take it from there. So keep posted, people, keep posted.